all the way back in Atlanta. Both of these teams have entertained us. The cost is that one must go home. Fortress being our first map.
Passive state, but his breach went off, which is the big news. It did take a little bit of damage for it, but that's going to be a big part of this push. And now you start to wonder, where do Weibo have to go at the moment? Because there's no real where to hide. Everyone inside of either bathroom or museum at the minute. C4's ripped and ready, and the first kill's coming in.
That first kill, both team get somebody. Brendo and Speakeasy trading death. C4 out will force Cairo out of position. They'll try again. Another C4. It is basically just trade city in terms of utility, in terms of kills. Neither team able to get a quick advantage, but Tuhan, another big player for Enterprise against SR yesterday, gets 2 kills to seal the deal on this diffuser. Hoven, who I highlighted earlier, might find a cheeky little one-tap right here, but even if he does, so much has to go Weibo's way for them to close out this round. Spotting a little bit of Tuhan, spotting a little bit of the Blitz as well, but Jigsaw coming in, some saving graces, making sure Ape can stay alive towards the end of the round, or actually, no, sheltering him into an early death. Doesn't want to save the other team.
Wasted no time here, taking loads of ground quickly, but finding a couple of problems.
A couple of problems, namely one player in front and one player behind. He's the first one to go down. Enterprise has been good for the trade so far. Though when they came out last time, they were able to quickly move it into a diffuse plant. We only had a minute 49 seconds, and, well, we're ways away from the side. Tuhan, the next to fall. Bappin also.
Jigsaw's just holding an angle. Brendo, they're kind of baiting, seeing what's happened. Tuhan just fires up the all chat. Baits someone into peeking.
Surely an all chat for that one.
Maybe an all chat after the fact.
Hello there! Eat back!
Minute remaining. Could spot another right here, actually. Brendo. Oh! I actually didn't think he'd get that. I was kind of troll off the back of it. They still lack that diffuser. Ape and Turret have a crossfire in that position. Both sides waiting to see who blinks. Brendo, a crazy pre-fire. Now moved into a 1v1. Underrated player, but now handicapped by the Razor Bloom. 7 seconds remaining. As Ape lights up his retreat, Brendo, there is just no way in heaven or on earth he can catch up to the Tachanka. In MVP, the bulk of the fights inevitably occur. Another line made, 2 players sticking their face in this hole, and Hoven still walks in front of it. Can't quite confirm the kill with the guns. The nade will get the job done. And it's a 5v3 for Enterprise.
It's the oldest trick in the book, isn't it?
Now Bappin with a diffuser, but Cairo also on low HP. Gotta be careful with this TCSG and this crossfire, as a matter of fact. Here's the reload around the corner. Enterprise running away with this second attack onto command. The first one required a plan. It was basically a slow and very close round by the end. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. Of the shotgun, a tale as old as time. Nade over top. As Enterprise look to even things up. Reaps been a bit of a victim in these opening duels. 3 rounds in a row, either the second or the first dead every single time. We
know them to be a very capable player. Oh, Speakeasy. How does he get away with that? What? But he just moved to nowhere. He's like an ostrich.
He moved next door. He didn't even swing. Cover the 2v3. Ape with a quick swing. But he quickly takes. Whoa! What was that? Hell of a flick on a Tuhan. I have no idea how he's pulled that off. And how he even is still alive? That's a question for smarter minds than me to figure out. Through the wall. With a pistol in hand as well. If he gets this one, I don't know what I'll do. Sees another in front of him! And Jigsaw domed by the Ella. Bappin has got 3 kills, but Ape, he's got me to believe. Turd now, all he needs to do is land a C4. Land a hit with a shotgun with 15 seconds remaining. Surely he's got it. Shot by Bappin. But only likely one attempt at this diffuser. He's got to make a decision. Does he play it on time? Does he go for the kills? Turd's making the right move, but look at how far away he is. Got to run over. Oh, but he falls off. There's a chance he might have stuck it, but not when he falls off like that. Just move past it, so not the biggest worry. Dokubi call's gone out. Push a little bit after it's ended. Again, somebody's just caught not looking the right way. Cairo, despite the fact he's stomping around.
In 50 seconds now, 5 players alive for Enterprise. This is just about going through the motions.
You really don't have to do much at this point. 45 seconds remaining. Just don't, well, I was going to say, be careful sticking your head in Maverick holes. Maybe like Cairo, take the charge. Bappin's down somewhere, not entirely sure, but There's Jigsaw, there's Tuhan, there's a flawless round for Enterprise. All things considered, very time it has allowed Enterprise full entry for free by the same token. It's also given Weibo a bit more protection. Won't have to take that angle. And actually, all things considered, I don't know if gunfights really are what Weibo should be doing. Ape, the smoke, taken down. That's a big win by Hoven. Speakeasy also getting active. Might be traded out soon after, but this is the closest round it's felt like we've had for Weibo so far. Still there. Boppin and Reaps just passing each other. I have no idea how neither player took a bit of damage in that engagement. But again, with no utility, no time to deny the plant, it's got to be gunfights. They need to win this. Jigsaw and Brendo, they haven't really been losing many gunfights this tournament, have they, Ollie? Brendo with both the final kills and Enterprise, a dominant lead. At
Mag has got his work cut out from those boys. He has got his work cut out with those boys. Because value of Lion, and it needs to be brought as part of 2 or 3 operators that are the wider vision, because at the minute, Lion on their own, these boys are just going to laugh at that. Ape finds the first kill
Easiest
over
kill
onto Tuhan, takes him out. A little bit of a headshot there, as we can start to see a little bit of progress work its way through, but Speakeasy, next player to fall, that Blackbeard just turning his head.
Yeah, gets bombarded by the Vector, just swinging around the corner. Boppin 6-1 right now. Crazy stat line over on Enterprise. 6-1, 7-1, 6-2 between Bop and Jigsaw and Brendo. Some crazy individual performances in Weibo despite starting out with the first. That backside lurk, it's found out by Enterprise. Might not be Hoven, it's Ape instead. Still looking to try and channel some of that energy, that big 3K he got on the Ella. We're still waiting. Reaps redeems himself a little bit. He's been struggling this game as well. It's just him and Hoven. Have to try to narrow this 2-round lead that Enterprise have over them. The Fuse are currently out of the attack's possession, but they're still in this round. They're still fighting back as much as they can. But despite Weibo starting off with a 5v4, Reaps now on 1 HP. Got to recover the diffuser. Get these kills, all with only 10 seconds remaining. Information on 1, but only 1. They'll try to bait out the swing in Enterprise. They seem to understand the assignment. If Mag got anything through to them, it's do not troll. 5-2, Enterprise take their first round on defense.
Well, he's basically just going to be there to greet him if required.
Just waiting for it. How many times have we really seen that museum exterior engagement be a quagmire for the attack? It always feels like we see an attacker, whether it's DS on FURIA, really any player on that door, they just get sucked into this game of this waiting game between the defenders, and they always inevitably either lose their life or don't have impact. And it's not just a Weibo thing. It feels like we see it so consistently on this map. You wait, you think you can get it, and then you end up failing. You inevitably get Jigsaw, but you've lost the Blitz, and you've lost the Lion, who maybe gave some good information to the Deimos, but who is now dead. Bappin 9-1 currently, potentially 10-1 if he can get that line onto Ape. That's a lengthy pre-fire around the Kiba, a good pre-fire at that.
Reaps his shoulder, I think, and you can already see with the way that the outlines are moving, that information is getting fed straight away. Jigsaw locked into that old tower camera, and it's no surprise now to see Reaps on 1 HP. Can't land the shots.
Oh, it's windy.
It's Cairo. Able to off the back of this Lion Scan. It's not the same way we were seeing Falcons use it, where they were Lion Scan, Snake, Deimos, everything. What a shot from Jigsaw.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Deimos track or not, happy.
Arrows have all been used. And Ash and Ace, as we said before, aren't really going to get the job done. Turd is just walking through. They've got no idea Jigsaw's position. And based on what's happened, I kind of favor him to just wide swing this breach and get this kill. Maybe he won't. It is Ape who's had a good time. It's Ape who will now be on cameras. As Jigsaw is at 3, how about another 1v1? Maybe this will be the difference. Just one more 1v1. That'll do it. Now you've got to win 4.
Speakeasy eventually shuts Jigsaw down. He's going to hope to keep Weibo in this map.
He's got the 417. A good gun to do it. But again, Enterprise have generally been patient. Some information revealed. The shotgun spotted around the corner. And hey, there is a 1v1 right here. Brendo got to be careful, but Tuhan will finish things off. It's a 7-2 for Enterprise, but it could have been even better than that. Closed out that regulation against Twisted Minds, who qualified quite quickly. Weibo are not out of this yet. This is a comfortable map. This is a good map, and one that they can't. More gadgets being used, but every 1D, 3Bs, going hunting for the pulse. We'll find him. I was about to say, surely Hoven gets that kill, and indeed he will. Might cost a lot of damage. That's the pulse dealt with. That's a C4 from below you don't have to worry about. Only issue, though,
on the death mark, and the first target is going to be the Clash. But at the 30-second mark, it feels like that's a bit too late.
it feels a bit odd, and I mean, Speakeasy hopping directly into barbed wire. Bappin just is playing the normal angle on Generator, swings around the corner, but Weibo keeping it close. In fact, even Turd has made his way into sight. Playing on the B bomb chassis. You've got two different players in this position. Oh, Bappin almost loses that opportunity. Taking the kill on Reaps a little bit for granted. Now Turd finds himself in a difficult situation, but a 1v1. Oh, just sees the Azami's head. But camouflaged enough by the monitors. Tuhan around the corner. Ooh, thinks the diffuser's going down in the wrong spot, but too much time has passed. Big 3K from Turd, but not enough. It's a 1v1 for... And you'll see Weibo starting to consider it. Speakeasy turning the corner. Blackbeard, I think, just quickly making his way towards EXO. Reaps. He's had a rough performance. Third kill over the whole series. He finds an important one to cover the Blackbeard as they make their as well. You can see that the Blackbeard's concerned about it. Can he put the diffuser down? He's right in front of the vertical hole, and there's nobody at the window. There's no utility being used to cover it. Turd in a 1v4. There's barricades in his way. There's a shotgun around the corner. And it's Enterprise with another round.
Enterprise again doing a really good job of sticking to their win conditions. They know hold
Quite a long time. All three maps, really close series against a vintage Spoit performance in what Spoit's best tournament in years. They've been making good progress. Also, you gotta say, Brendo has been on a heater in Salt Lake City. He was plus, what, 37 or something going into this game? Unbelievable stuff from Brendo so far this tournament. Him and Jigsaw have been lights out. And it's just kills like that that are one of many for Brendo in Salt Lake.
5-1 at the moment. That is giving the plus column a good deal more. Speakeasy ratting at the bottom of Fish Stairs. Takes Cairo down. Has a chance at an angle onto...
Lost the control there. You're going to need to play a bit reactive. Ape hops in. There are no angles actually directly above this planter, and that's where the C4 was pre-placed. The whole round, it has been in that exact spot, on default, ready for Weibo to move in. Tuhan detonates, and that's the round. Hoven can go pick this back up. He can try, but Speakeasy needs to cover. Needs to get all three as he's worried about the vert. Hoven actually should be able to get this diffuser down as Enterprise, instead of directly challenging the diffuser, go to retake the vertical instead. Speakeasy sprinting into the garage will actually spot the Goyo before Boppin spots him. An important kill. The first of potentially three as another walks down the corner. It's now just Jigsaw and Speakeasy. This might be their third 1v1 so far, but Weibo need any round they get their hands on. Speakeasy got to push. Speakeasy needs to push, and he'll push all too late. Enterprise have been consistent. It's their first clutch of the series.
All you've got to do is get yourself outside.
Some time, but also you're up 3-0. They do have direct information on this Two-Brow. I was going to say that's the easiest pre-fire of Turret's career. Winning the battles we need to. That's what's important. 5v4 now. Taking garage control at the back of it. Again, I like this as well. With the Azami ban, it's going to be easier. Brendo throws out a C4. That takes down the Blackbeard. That
Bit of a walk-up for me. He's got a minute, and he's got everyone available on a death mark. He should probably try and make that happen a little bit. A little bit of vert through the floor.
Now look at this. With the Fish player falling, I think Weibo correctly identifying that this side is completely exposed. Brendo taking an angle. You got to be careful, but you can play the trades on this side. Bappin and Cairo can only do so much. Double swing, good trade. Weibo playing this very well fundamentally. Reaps now moving in with the diffuser. Bappin with his back turned. That is unfortunate timing on the ARX. They've got this player locked in IT. They've moved into the post. With Bappin on low HP as well. Okay, Ape tagged up a little bit, but they've also spotted the backside player. Cairo running straight into the air jab, flashed as well. This might be Weibo's first clean round in a while. No 1vx necessary.
Into a successful clear down below. Brendo caught out on the remnants of the logic bomb, and Reaps doesn't know which way to turn. Cairo putting him in a blender right there. As he finally gets his first kill.
Panic Smoke just trying to disappear out of that engagement. Cairo blind will fire one shot with the Boss G, hoping he gets lucky. Not today, unfortunately. Jigsaw, they're trying to deal with him inside his storage. We give them credit for that. But he takes Hoven down below. The Buck instead, moving to the side, just slips through. Again, more information as another goes to clear. He gets one up top and another down below. Boppin across 2 dimensions, making it work. The third might slip past, but he's sealed the round for Enterprise.
Speakeasy again left in this clutch. 1 versus 3. Has the diffuser, but only has 18 seconds to play with. No major denial. But Enterprise, they're doing what they do best. And that is not move. Wait until the opportune moment presents. And for Brendo.
Clash on the board right now, keeping things at bay up top. Blackbeard thinking about hopping in down below. It's exactly what Speakeasy will do. Nades flying in over top. He's good for the first. But again, the Blackbeard traded very quickly. Boppin with another. Jigsaw winning his fight on IT. And literally in less than 10 seconds, it goes from a 5v5 to another. The worst Enterprise can do at any given moment is a 3v1. Maybe around here, maybe around there for Weibo, but they are still at only 3 rounds over 2 maps. And there's no other way of putting it. If Weibo want to survive, if Weibo sitting around, listening.
Turn to the teacher.
Turn to the teacher. Turn to the teacher. Quite a good job. 5-1 currently for Enterprise. Still playing lights out. Really good fundamentals. We'll talk after rounds, but beyond that, it's just like, what do you say at this point? What do you say? Well, for Turd, he says, you're not getting that angle. I've seen that one before. I've seen that at this tournament. You're not getting that over me.
It's going to be only a matter of moments until we see a player rotate onto this fish side. And I think that Weibo are recognizing that, and they're starting to understand that that is going to be a factor. Bappin gets the kill over onto Reaps. Cairo himself is going to be the one to make that rotation over towards Fish as nades start to come up from below and further displace some of these attackers.
Just continue doing damage. Ape tagged up from behind the shield. This can only be safe haven for so long as Enterprise recovering from that deficit. Weibo holding on. Nails biting into the grip, just trying to keep a hold on this round. Trying to stop match point. Ape has been trapped behind this shield. It has become a prison, and yet just 3 more seconds are all that's required, and it should be enough to keep Weibo in the fight. Enterprise understand they will let it slip through, and from where? But below half HP. That could be problematic, especially if they decide to go for a single pinch later. Great C4 by Hoven. Brendo sent out early on within the first minute.
That's the soft.
Especially when you consider there are 4 defenders on this middle floor right now. They're a bit spread out, but they can all trade each other, move into the right positions. Such an important kill as well. That Monty was softened up, and Turd makes good off of that earlier effort. Both Dokkaebi calls used. Jigsaw's utility becomes more and more important, and Enterprise need bigger and bigger performances in order to bring this back. 1 player spotted of many still around the middle floor. Speakeasy gets another through the wall. It might have taken a long time, but Weibo just finding their way back into it. Could have been a flawless round if Tuhan in a 1v5 didn't get that kill. But so long as Weibo don't give engagement after engagement to this Thermite, they are beginning to claw things back. And if they can close this out, round 9 might be the moment, might be the 3 minutes that Nighthaven hinges on. Just a quick push as Boppin moving in with the bearing 9, maybe moving a bit more comfortable, just creeping up, hoping that castle pushes through, doesn't even need to do it, as Cairo instead with the M762 gets his man. Boppin as well, just popped Turret's head, Speakeasy down for the count as well. Enterprise just needed a reminder, needed some indicator to jog their memory, to knock things loose. And again, it's a clash. Stuck behind her shield, it's again Reaps. We're 2 players on Weibo with so much to do. He's got an important pick. But Ape now creeping around the staircase could catch the Capitao off guard. It's a good flick. He needs to get another, but Boppin's ready for it. And Reaps now marching back down Fish Stairs. Information on 1 at the end of the hallway, but using the Clash's own shield against the defense. What is he to do? As Enterprise keep moving in, Cairo now down. Information on another. Reaps has struggled so much this whole series. He's damaging them so much. Sophia down, Glass 1 HP. Just something needs to break his way as he spots the Ram. They are all tucked in one corner. A C4 would have done so much. But a Thorn with no hope to do.
Hoping that there's a comeback on the cards. Trying to manifest something in the...
A lot of energy being wasted, and now turning his attention back. It is not clear information. They are not certain. He's looking the wrong way. He misses his first chance, but he gets it on the second. And Jigsaw's down below. That means there are only 3 attackers on this top floor. Hoven can just bait the attention of the rest, and that'll be uncertainty. playing in the minds of Enterprise, casting doubts on their plan, and they are still not committing. Cairo stuck outside, frozen by the Zoto. Hoven having more impact as he moves up house stairs. Jigsaw now trying to join the fray. Trying to outflank the flanker, but it feels like the moment's gone. One shot to the back of the head, as clean as professionals can do it. Cairo with some crazy picks, but still only a 2v2 with 2 seconds remaining, and a Razor Bloom does in their chances. Weibo still some work to do, but another round and just one more brick in the wall. This point is basically step 1.5.
Enterprise have been really quick on the first 3 rounds of attack as well. All the kills coming in around the 2-minute 15, 2-minute 20 mark. This coming in at the 45-second mark, but it's a big one. It's Reaps going down.
Now a weird engagement between the Monty and Speakeasy. Trying to keep them at bay. No, ADS! Speakeasy staying a bit too long, and another player found on the roam. But again, it has taken so long for Enterprise to get to this point. Weibo again just need to hold on. Ape, a big pick onto Ram, onto Jigsaw, another spotted through the hatch. Cairo might get the trade, but Turd on 1 HP, 7 seconds. That's all he needs. Just one gunfight, one chance. He's got to win it, the one that matters most. And he falters at the finish line. 3 years it's taken, and Enterprise have their day. They are your first APL team, your only APL.
I'm here with Enterprise, the winning team, and a historic win. Bappin, we've talked about this a little bit already on broadcast. Haven't seen this happen for 3 years. An APL team make the main stage at a major. I mean, what's this feeling right now for you guys, having worked through a long, arduous battle here over the course of these last couple of days and made it to the main stage?
I feel like it's definitely been difficult, but overall, we've been here last night till like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., putting this prep in. So I think the results show like the work we're willing to do. Main stage, that's just another achievement for us, for Australia. Get another spot for our region. It's grateful.
Well, the prep, it seems like, obviously the trash talk has been a huge part of your identity, but so has the prep, right? We're hearing in these pauses at the halftime just how much work you guys are doing. Tell me a little bit more about that, what the process is like for you guys as you're studying up on an opponent like Weibo today.
Prep basically just consists of Andreas, Cairo. That guy's brain for the game is insane. Him and Mag just bounce off each other really well. We all sit here, like, pitch into each other's ideas. Weibo, we've obviously scrimmed them like all the time back home. So we had a lot of info. Nothing too crazy going into it. We know they'd play like a bit like APAC. So we just predicted them all and got the result.
Well, tell me more about your performance here, because obviously you've been having some good games, some more off games coming into this event, or coming into this game. You were like -5 on the KD, playing decently well. Yeah. 20 and 11 or 21 kills over the course of this series. What was different about today for you?
I don't know. I just had a feeling today, you know. You just get that feeling, you're just into flow state. Had to do it. I don't know what to say.
No, you're totally fine. I mean, you were absolutely electric out there. Now going into the main stage, you have all these teams again to face, to prep on, as I'm sure you guys will do. Anyone you're looking forward to beating? Anyone you really want to trash talk into the ground again?
I don't think there's anyone specific. Like, whoever wants to verse us, they can come verse us. Nothing else.
Amazing. Anything else you got to say to the fans out there, the supporters of the Aussies, of the one New Zealand player on the team?
I just want to shout out my mum and my dad who are watching at home. Appreciate the support, my grandma. Everyone supporting me from home, all the Australian people watching our games. Enterprise, of course, and appreciate Blast, and this major's really good.
Well, congratulations on this win. We'll see you at the main stage in 2 days' time. Congratulations on your performance. You played incredible. That is Enterprise after the win. As we've said, a historic win today. We will see them competing on the main stage this weekend.